screen, aka Roxy. Back with another tutorial. Kevin and I, we think, have figured out all of our old video problems, so here we are back again. So what I have to show you today is this little acetate box that I did for my club girls last month. And I had quite a few of you ask me how I had come up with this size box. So I wanted to show you that today. So what I wanted to do first when I was trying to figure out this box was, for my club, the girls did this really cute Valentine's accordion trifold card. And I wanted them to have a little box that they could either fill with chocolates or also give the card in the box. And then I also wanted to, rather than just tying it off, we did a belly band on it. So I want to show you how I came up with this little box. The idea originally came from Split Coast when Beata Johns had posted the beautiful acetate top box that would fit a regular A2 card. But I wanted to kind of tailor it down to this size. So what I knew that I needed was I needed a base of 2.5 by 4 inches. So all I did was to that 2.5 by 4 inches, I added 3 inches onto that base size for the lid, and I added, for the base, and then I added 2 inches to that size for the lid. So I'm going to give you the lid measurements, don't worry about that right now. So what I wanted to show you was just to show you a couple little tricks. So I've already pre-cut the Kiwi Kiss, which is the base, and the acetate, which will be the top. The only thing I wanted to kind of talk to you about was when you're scoring the acetate. It's kind of tricky because you want to get a good score mark, but if you overscore it, you will cut the acetate with the score tool. And I am speaking from experience when I tell you that. And so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm scoring along each side at 1 inch. And I have, as I say these things, realized I've forgotten my bone folder, but had I had that, I would have just taken that to reinforce these score lines. Okay, but you would easily use your bone folder to do that. So the lid is scored in at 1 inch on all 4 sides. The bottom is scored in at 1.5 inches, and that just gives it a really nice deep wall. So it's not a shallow box, which is really nice. It's got some nice depth to it. So again, I'm going to score all of these 4 edges at 1.5 inches. Okay, and then I'm just going to, and I forgot my scissors, so hang on 2 seconds. Sorry about that. These aren't even my good scissors. I just grabbed the kitchen ones.
You want to start over?
Nope. So you're just going to cut up into those along the long sides up to that score line. Okay? And you do the same thing on the lid. And it's a little trickier on the lid because it's clear. So you just got to really watch that you're hitting those score lines where you're supposed to be. And I realize that it might be a little difficult for you to see the lid, what I'm doing, because it is clear. So I have, if I've scored my lines, my scores kind of into the center here, I'm going to put and I'm going to use glue dots because they're clearer and you can't see them. They're a little bit less likely and obvious than the double-sided tape is. So I'm just going to put 2 of those on each of those little square corners on the outside corners of the lid. Okay? This is kind of the most tedious part of the project with the lid, because the acetate isn't as easy to work with as regular cardstock. Oh, one more side. So then you're just going to fold that in like any other little box that you would do, and that is going to form your lid. You can just keep reinforcing those score lines. Okay, so there's the lid. It says easy as that. Okay, so there's the lid done. Then for the base, I'm just going to flip it over and put snail just on the outside corners. You could use sticky strip if you like, but I find the snail works fine for me. And then just fold in again those corners. Okay, so then there's the base, and then the lid will fit on just like so. Okay, and you could just tie that off with ribbon if you wanted, but I wanted to show you just how I did this quick little belly band. So for the belly band, I have a 9.5 by 1.25 inch piece of really red, and then I'm just going to wrap it around the box. And at first I'm going to do it fairly snug, and then I'm going to back off from that a bit because you want it to be able to slide off and on without it being difficult to do so. So once I've kind of marked that off, then I'll just go back with my sticky strip or my snail and close that off, and then just kind of pinch off the corners to make them look sharp. Okay, and then for just for the little decoration on the front, I stamped out already in the chocolate chip using Whisper White Craft from the Love You Much. I punched out or stamped out the little hugs and kisses, and then I'm just going to line that up on with the scallop circle. And then I'm also going to, and actually I should have done this part first because it's easier to do so, but oh, look at that, I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to punch out the Love You Much from the center. I could have punched out 2 of these, but just to try and save on cardstock, I punched out them from the same one. And then I'm going to put some snail across the middle here, and I'll put a little bit around the edge of this scallop like that, and I'll stick that there. And then I have an 1 3/8 of the Kiwi Kiss, which will go right in the middle like so, and then the chocolate chip Hugs and Kisses will go there, and that's just how the belly band wraps around it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and we're going to be hopefully doing about at least a tutorial every week, week and a half, and just kind of doing it in this format so it's a little easier, a little less setup for Kevin and for myself. And I hope you found this helpful. Thanks. Bye-bye.